Welcome. What we are diving into today is, and I'm not exaggerating, the single biggest shakeup in search since Google was invented. Seriously, the entire digital landscape, everything we thought we knew, is being totally redrawn by artificial intelligence. So if you're sitting there wondering how your business is even going to get discovered in 2026, you are in exactly the right spot. The old playbook? It's gone, and we're about to write the new one. Together, right now. This quote, right here, this is it. This sentence captures the entire new reality. Just think about it for a second. Instead of you searching for, say, best running shoes and clicking through a bunch of links, you're just going to ask an AI, and it's going to tell you the best shoe is this one because of these reasons, and I got this info from that source. Your entire goal, your whole mission in this new world is to be that source. It's a massive shift from just getting traffic to actually building real influence. So here's our game plan for today. First, we're going to get a handle on just how big this disruption really is. Then we'll get into the brand new playbook for getting seen. After that, we'll look at AI that doesn't just find information, but actually, buys stuff. And then we'll wrap it all up with the new rules you need to follow and how you can get started like today. All right, let's jump right into our first section, the Great Search Upheaval. The main idea here is pretty simple, but it is massive. The search world that we all learned how to optimize for even just a couple years ago, it's just not there anymore. It has been completely rebuilt from the ground up. Okay, get ready for this number, because it is a whopper. 40%. And listen, that is not some wild prediction for the future. That's the reality right now. Almost half of all the searches happening in the world are already being handled by AI. This isn't some trend that's on its way. We are well past the tipping point. The change has already happened. And the immediate result of that is something I guarantee you've already felt. Just think about the last time you looked up the weather, or a quick recipe, or maybe a movie time. Did you actually click on a link? Or did you just get the answer right there on the search page? Yeah, that's a zero-click search. And it's happening for more and more complex questions every single day. This chart, wow, it really brings the point home. You can see it clear as day. Traditional clicks, the thing we all used to live and die by, they're plummeting. But look at what's going up. Branded searches, that's people looking specifically for you, and the brand new king of all metrics, AI citations. This right here, this is the new scoreboard. This is how you know if you're actually winning the game. Okay, so let's get into how you actually win in this crazy new environment. We're not talking about a few small tweaks here and there. We're talking about a completely new playbook for how to get seen and, more importantly, trusted by both people and machines. This slide just nails the change. On the left, that's the old world, right? Chasing clicks, fighting tooth and nail for that #1 ranking. But on the right, that's the new game. The goal is to earn a citation. Your audience isn't just human anymore. You're trying to convince this AI agent that you are, without a doubt, the most trustworthy and eligible source of information on the entire internet. And that brings us to a new term you absolutely have to know, AEO, or Answer Engine Optimization. Forget SEO for just a minute. This is the new technical foundation. It's all about making your information so ridiculously clear, so well structured, that a machine literally can't get it wrong. It's about being machine-readable first and foremost. Now, if AEO is about getting your own house in perfect order, GEO, that's Generative Engine Optimization, is about managing your reputation on the entire street. It's making sure that every single thing an AI finds about you across the web, reviews, articles, forum comments, everything, paints the exact picture you want it to paint. And what's at the heart of all this? Trust. You might remember EAT from Google. Well, now they've slapped another E right on the front, and this one, it is a total game changer. Experience. In a world that's about to be flooded with AI-generated articles, being able to prove that a real human being has actually used the product or lived the experience you're writing about, my friend, that is the new golden ticket. So we've covered how AI finds answers, but what happens when that AI starts to act on those answers? Well, that brings us to our next section, and this is where things start to get really wild. Let's talk about the rise of agentic commerce, where AI doesn't just search, it actually shops. Say hello to AI shopping assistants. These are basically autonomous little agents you can just delegate tasks to. You don't ask, what's the best hiking boot anymore? You say, find and buy me the best waterproof hiking boot under $200, size 10, and I need it by Friday. And the AI, it just does the rest. Just look at this process. The user makes a request. The AI searches all the data out there. it recommends a few products, and the purchase happens with one click, right there in the chat. Now, I want you to notice what's missing. The user never leaves the app. They never see your beautiful, custom-built website. Your only touchpoint is the AI agent itself. It's a completely different way of thinking about commerce. And this is not some small one-off project. As you can see from this table, it is a battle of the giants. You've got OpenAI and Stripe teaming up with their ACP protocol, which is already live. And then you've got the beast, Google, partnering with giants like Walmart and Shopify for their UCP. And the main takeaway here, you can't just pick one. You have to be ready to play in both of these ecosystems. So what does this all mean for you and your business? It means you're now operating in what's basically a three-front war. You've got Amazon's walled garden with its own agents. Then you have the two big open protocols from Google and OpenAI. Your strategy for getting seen has to have a specific plan for each one of these. Okay, so that's the new world. It's complicated, it's disruptive, and it is happening right now. So let's get down to brass tacks and talk about the new rules for success and what you actually need to do to adapt and, thrive. Rule number 1, and this is a big one. Your technical foundations have to be perfect, and I mean flawless. A human might forgive a slow loading page. An AI agent will not. It will just move on. This stuff on the screen, this is the new price of admission. Without it, you are not even in the game. And for your content, the whole strategy is about building deep authority on a topic. You want to become the go-to resource. The mantra is simple: write for a human, but structure for a robot. Answer the question directly and clearly right up front, and then you can provide all the depth and nuance after. And your metrics, your scoreboard, has to change too. I mean, just look at this timeline. Look how fast things are moving. A couple years ago, it was all about rankings. Now it's about AI citations. And look at that last one, perception drift. That's just a fancy way of asking, is the AI's understanding of our brand getting closer to what we want it to be over time? It's about actively managing your digital identity and measuring whether it's working. Okay, so let's bring it all home and talk about your AI-first future. I know, with so much changing so fast, it can feel totally overwhelming. But there are a few key things you absolutely need to focus on right now, today. So when you get to work tomorrow morning, where do you start? Right here. These are your first 3 moves. Number 1, own your story online, period. Number 2, throw out your old dashboards. Build new ones that track citations and that perception drift. And number 3, make a plan. You don't have to do it all at once. Start small, get a win on the board, and then build from there. We'll leave you with this one last thought. This isn't science fiction. This isn't some 10 years from now scenario. It is happening in your customers' phones and on their laptops right this very second. The platforms are shifting. The rules have all been rewritten. The only question left is, are you prepared to be chosen or are you ready to be ignored?